Because I seen that tweet prior to this, and people were more so saying it was about Kendrick rather than Cole. I seen very little people say that was about Cole until Cole dropped that track.
Well, what? Yeah, maybe that's what she was getting at. But it's like, even with Kendrick, bro, like, fam.
Yeah,
he's dead.
Yeah,
they're playing his music at every single march. Like his joints is anthems. He got to create an anthem every single time somebody get shot.
Right. Like what?
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey. Oh my god. I'm so high, it's like July. Say how you feel with the clothes you got. So everybody think I'm rude when I walk by. I ain't like these niggas need to separate. No matter what you do, people still gonna hate.
Fellas. No Label the Pod, episode 30. Big 3-0.
30
baby. Weeks in a row, man.
Yeah, man.
That's commendable. Doing anything 30 times.
Consistency. Man.
Yeah, nope.
Not to toot our own horn or anything, but
I mean that's not. I mean, it's calling like it is.
We get it in.
Right.
Yeah, facts, man. We here to provide the content for y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Even in these times.
Come on, rough times.
Even in these times.
But yeah, as you can see, if you're viewing from YouTube, our guy Price isn't here right now.
Facts.
Hopefully he'll pull up on us at some point in the episode. You never know when he'll walk in the door, but he ain't here right now.
Facts.
So how y'all boys' week been, man?
Good.
This week's been dope, man. I'm trying to think when did it start. It's so like, I don't know. It's the week kind of been like a blur. It seemed like it blended together.
Yeah.
It's been like that.
Yeah. But I just remember a lot of music dropping. That's how I was able to just figure out what was going on this damn week.
Yeah, it's been a lot of music. So much that I haven't even caught up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still in that groove. I'm still in that old school groove.
Yeah, a lot of music dropped this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tiana dropped.
Tiana's album is tough, man.
Crazy, man.
Tiana, I've been bumping out all weekend.
Yeah, that shit is solid, dog. Like, it was a little long for me, but like, it has its place. There's a lot of, she needs that much space for, like, she got album cuts. Like, she has legit.
She's so versatile.
Yeah, she is.
Like, she kind of needs an album this long in order to show all the layers that she has.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
And I feel like she didn't get a chance to do that on the last project. Even though I like the last project a lot.
Yeah.
It was short, though.
8 tracks, right?
Yeah.
You can't try to put her in a 7-8 track window. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Like, you can, but it's just, limited. Just limited.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Right.
Yeah, her project was amazing.
And I heard that album's been done for a minute, too.
Yeah.
Like, since last year.
Shit, I'm looking at all the features. Features alone is like...
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, like, you got Badu, you got Missy Elliott, you got...
Missy and Future on the same track, bro.
That's tough.
That shit was hot, too.
Hell yeah. Hold on, so what was Missy singing?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't rapping, I know that.
I heard some harmonies.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, too.
What's her name? She even got Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
Like,
Erica, Lauryn Hill.
and Missy Elliott.
That's crazy. And Future.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, this is like, bruh.
She got Ross on her.
Mm-hmm.
Got her husband Iman, Quavo. I love the track with Quavo.
Yeah, you told me
The
about
Jump with
that.
Kehlani, that shit came out a minute ago though.
Yeah, I still love that song.
Facts.
That shit's hard.
Big Sean on her too.
Mm.
And then she had the single a while ago with Diddy's son.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite track song? We might as well just finish talking about it.
Shit, my favorite tracks was, I like the Badu joint. I like Morning. The Badu joint called Low Key. I like the Rick Ross joint with her daughter on there. That joint was dope.
Oh yeah, Junie.
Mm-hmm. The 69 joint, 6ix9ine. That joint was fire. Yeah, them was my track. I got to like track like 15. I still gotta listen to the rest of the joint.
Oh, so you didn't finish?
I ain't finished, bro.
Oh, Concrete. You got some shit coming up too.
Yeah, I heard some of the joints that Joe Budden was playing. Some, I'm like, yo, I didn't hear that one yet. That shit.
Yeah, you got some.
Yeah.
I think a couple of mine. Did you hear the whole thing, Dave?
Nah, I didn't even. I told you I haven't even. There's so many I haven't even. Just couldn't.
So I'll probably say mine are. I'm gonna go Let's Build Quavo. I'm gonna go Concrete, Friends, the joint with Badu, and maybe Wrong Bitch, bro. I fuck with Wrong Bitch. You got the wrong route. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, it I wanted to listen to the whole thing, but it was just like it was getting me in my feels at the time. I was like, oh, let me switch this up real quick. Got a lot more music to listen to.
I was working out to it.
Word?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're so skinny.
Yeah. Funny God.
What else did I listen to? I caught up on the Rumors project. That shit is hard. That joint is hard. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Joint with West is crazy. The remixes that he got on here is fire. Yeah, I like the joint Best Friend too. That Best Friend joint hard. What else I listened to? They dropped a single.
Who?
It's a group called They. It's like two singers. Call Me In. They got a single. That shit is hard.
What are they like? R&B?
Yeah, R&B soul. R&B soul. That joint. That I fuck with that joint.
Word.
Anderson .Paak dropped a single called Lockdown. That joint tough. And anything Anderson .Paak dropped, that shit.
He had a video for it?
Yeah.
Is that the one that Westside and all them was promoting on IG? I think I seen Benny posted Conway. Yeah, because Conway was like, my twin just dropped a video.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, like his joint is dope. Even got like a version with where J-Rock dropped a verse to that joint. That shit hard too. So like, yeah, his music is always. I'm excited to hear what he gonna make, like what he's making during quarantine and all of that.
Yeah, Griselda fuck with him heavy too, because wasn't he the only feature on What Machine Gun Do? I believe.
Was he?
Oh no, Eminem was on there.
Oh yeah,
I know. Anderson .Paak.
I'm pretty sure he was on there.
Yeah, I know Anderson .Paak reached out early, like during the Fly Guy time.
Yeah,
and he was wearing their merch. He was wearing their merch during his concerts and shit. Like he was like he fuck with Westside and Griselda, the whole movement.
Oh no, I'm wild. He wasn't the only feature on there. It was mad features.
Yeah. What else I listened to? I listened to Imperfect Storm, Wale dropped some new beat. That joint was definitely solid too. Let me see what was my favorite tracks on there.
Yeah, let's know that.
Yeah, it reminded me of what's the joint with the Seinfeld joint?
The album.
More About Nothing.
More About Nothing.
The mixtape. It reminds me of that Wale. Like he has these moments where he's like really. He has those, but like he's not taking himself too serious. Like but he's like talking about some real shit. Like the tracks, like he got some songs that's groovy on there. It's not like sad and like super emotional type shit. Like, but it's dope. Like he got a good joint, standout track, probably like Moving Forward. And one of my favorite joints was June 5th / Queens and Gods and Blue Yellow Green Pink. Remember the track? I fuck with them joints. Yeah, that joint's a solid. It's definitely a solid EP. It's like 6 tracks joint. Fucking shit. Sway Lee dropped this single.
Really?
Yeah,
that's my guy too.
I listened to it once.
It wasn't anything.
I was like, okay. Maybe I might have to listen to it a couple more times.
Nah, man, where my boy Slim Jimmy at? That's my guy.
Yeah, Slim.
Yeah.
I think he's chilling with it, bro. Like, I think he's good on. I think
Bro, he gonna come with some heat when he feel like it. I promise you that. Because we not going to act like he didn't show out on Shrimp Life 2. Now, Shrimp Life 1, Sway Lee carried it, definitely. But Shrimp Life 2, Slim Jimmy came to ball, man.
For sure.
He did.
But when they heard him on Shrimp Life 3, people was completely skipping his. They had the 3 album, like, little 3
Bro, he had some joints on there.
He definitely held his own. They both did their thing, but Sway Lee, I think, led the show. With that, because it was mainly with his own section, like his own R&B section. He bodied that, bro. He bodied his solo section for sure.
All I'm saying is, tell me the Slim Jimmy song that you remember that was by his song.
I can't even remember a Sway Lee song, bro.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Just Sway Lee, I can't.
Heartbreak in Encino Hills? Guatemala?
Doesn't ring a bell.
You can damn near say Unforgettable. You can even throw his features. Unforgettable.
Yeah, I was saying a song, just him solo.
Yeah, but... Yeah, that, I don't know. Who said that? I think Mike Wills, like, Sway Lee submitted like 700 songs to make this album.
Yeah. Some wild, yeah.
I'm like, bruh,
That's
if
fun.
you submit 700 songs and this is your single, bruh, you better have, you got some explaining to do. Shit.
You got some explaining
to do.
City Girls drop. I'm listening to a couple tracks though. I'm looking forward to listening to that shit.
I'm not gonna listen, but I'm definitely gonna watch the videos.
Rightfully so.
For a fact.
Yeah, I gotta hear what JT talking about.
I fuck with JT.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Young Miami, RIP to Young Miami son's father. He just got killed like right before they dropped the album.
Damn.
Like earlier this week.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So RIP to him. I don't know his name.
He got shot?
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn.
So prayers go out to Young Miami, her family,
Word.
her son.
Facts.
Words. Yeah, it's Father's Day today too, so I know that's tough.
Yeah, facts.
I know that's tough.
Happy Father's Day too to those fathers
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Word. And with that, what's the name? Origino dropped a single called Father, actually. That released today. That joint is dope. It's like R&B, soul. It's a nice vibe, nice little bop. This is a song about wanting to be a dad. Like we see a lot of stuff like unfortunately like with what we just talked about with Young Miami, like her child's father not being able to be there anymore. So we have to, as men, we kind of want to be there for our kids if we're able to.
Yeah.
So it's like even if that kid isn't, or that parent, that father, that male isn't maybe always there in the kid's life, you should always like. Some girl just trying to keep the kid away from the baby.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, nah.
There's a lot of crazy parents out there.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially because like he was actually in the child's life because she's on the road and all that a lot, so he would have a baby a lot of times.
Yeah, bro. So you want to make sure if there's a male role model, some father figure. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let them. You know what I mean? Hold it down. Let's see what else. I listened to Joey Fats. Joey Fats had a project.
I downloaded it. I didn't listen yet though.
Yeah, I did a quick run through. It was solid. It was definitely solid. I like hearing where he was at now. He was talking his shit on the. Like made a couple million off of selling clothes. I was like, okay, okay, bro. Like make your bread.
All right, we see you.
Yeah, but it's like. Good bars. You like West Coast rap, like real nigga bars.
Word.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, he's Vince Staples' cousin too.
Oh, that's his cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For like blood cousins. Facts.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was always wondering their connection. Like I know they was his tight. I know they was real tight.
Because that's the reason why I started listening to Joey Fats like years back. Because I found out him and Vince was cousins. I was like, I'm gonna check him out.
Right.
That's pretty much how I heard him. Because he had this song called Farrakhan.
Yep.
That was my shit. I'm like, okay.
I think right around that time is when I started listening to him too.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
What about you, Dave?
Man, been revisiting all of Tyler, the Creator. Came to the conclusion that like out of his whole like catalog, I would have to say Wolf is probably my favorite album. It's an early album. I think that was 2013 when it dropped. I don't know. It was just different. Like, it was a lot of him just still bars, Tyler bars, just insane.
Yeah, I like
just,
when he raps, man.
Yeah, his content and when he raps is just insane, but it's fire. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, you say some wild shit. Okay, all right, it's
They
fire.
came in the game on some completely different shit,
For
bro.
sure. They shifted a lot of like people to fit in that weird, not even their lane, because nobody's like them, but just in that different,
it's like the punk rock rap.
Yeah.
That skateboard rap.
Yeah.
They had niggas moshing
OD.
at their concerts.
Bro, they basically like trademarked the whole color palette. Like that little like pink and sky blue, like pastel, like the little pastel colors, bro. They made that popular.
Yeah. OD, bruh. And he was talking about Golf Wang and stuff like early, like that was been like a whole thing, like his clothing line. So it's just very dope to just revisit, all his entire work, just to see his talent and how much he's grown, just the different flavors that he gives with his, music too. Him, definitely still bumping Future, High Off Life. That giant is crazy. Trying to think what else.
Came on the block, it was posted with demons. You ain't did shit I did.
Yes, sir. Posted with Demons. Track Posted with Demons. Future giant. But mint condition still too. A lot of same ones that I've mentioned before in the other previous eps. Still staying in that zone, staying in that pocket, that's my root, it's where my day one. Where the love came from. So getting back to that. But what about you, Don?
I've been bumping the Tiana joint, like I said. Currency and Fuse from 808 Mafia, they dropped the collab tape. So I've been definitely bumping that too. He got a track with Wiz on there that's like some old Currency and Wiz collab, bro. Like 2014 type joint. Yeah. I've been bumping Life of Pierre 4 Deluxe.
Facts.
I just started bumping it last night, but I've been bumping it all day today.
Out of the new ones, that's definitely the one I've been listening to for sure.
Yeah.
Out of the new drops.
Let me see. John Legend dropped something, but I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it yet.
Yeah. I haven't listened to him in a while.
Yeah, me either.
Damn, I'm trying to think. Because I used to fuck with John Legend heavy.
Yeah.
The first 2-3 albums.
Like when he was coming, getting out of Kanye shadow.
When he was dropping,
Yeah. And the two before that. Got joints.
I've been bumping Juice WRLD a lot this week. I bumped A Boogie's Deluxe. He got 9 tracks. Some of them was alright, some of them was cool.
You were telling me that.
Yeah. It's a couple joints I'm just definitely getting added to the playlist, but for the most part, it's alright. They aren't as good as the tracks that's on the album. The regular version. I've been bumping Beans, Benny Siegel all week, bro.
Yes, my God.
Bumping a lot of Beans. I just went through his whole discography.
That's
State Property?
Yup, bro. I was ready to hit hella licks, you feel? But,
he came to Buffalo one time. My brother was working at IHOP, and he was like, yo, ran into this nigga Beans at IHOP. I was like, what do you like? Yo, that's a nasty nigga. He's like, yo, they was just at the table eating crazy, like food everywhere on the fucking table, on the floor.
Oh, damn.
So the nigga was at the table farting.
Come on.
Farting and laughing. I'm like, holy shit. That sounds like some Beans shit.
Right?
Him and his whole clique.
Just doesn't care.
Just nasty. Just eating on some hood shit.
Damn.
I respect it. Shout out to Beans.
yeah, man.
Shout out to Beans, man.
That's a fact. Beans. Broad Street, what is it? Broad Street Bully, right? That boy.
Bro, him and Freeway were like, they were kind of like,
bro, their collab tape is tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
I thought Freeway heavy.
Oh, I was just about to say, who did y'all like, like more Beanie or Freeway? Because everybody always questioned that, like when we were growing up. I always said Freeway though.
Yeah, I was a Freeway dude.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Beans.
Beans, yeah. I love Beans too though. It's just.
But Freeway's flow is crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Freeway's
Flip side came
Yes.
out.
Flip side.
Yes.
But the thing that hurt Freeway's credibility for me, Cassidy killed him in that rap battle.
But he's
bodied.
At that time, nobody was.
Yeah,
right.
nobody
He's a
was
battle
flowing.
rapper.
Yeah.
Cassidy's a
Freeway
battle
was flowing in the battle. Nobody was doing that at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of hurt his credibility for me at the time. That's why I picked Beans.
I feel that. I respect that.
But, and of course, I've been listening to that Cole. Snow in the
Snow in the
Bluff.
Bluff. Yes.
Snow in the Bluff. Let's talk about it. So what day did it drop? The 14th?
And No Name too.
Oh yeah, we gonna get into it right
We don't fall into that.
So Snow in the Bluff. What are your thoughts on the actual track?
Shit, my first impression was like, yo. I was like, yo, this is cool. I'm like, you know what I mean? Cole talking his shit. Like,
True j.cole.
Like, yeah, like, this shit's solid. Like, I'm fucking with this. Then I go on IG and they posting like people's tweets and shit like that. Like, how dare he?
Yeah.
Like, who does this fake ass motherfucker? Who the fuck you think he is to talk about No Name like this? The Shea Butter Twitter was going crazy. So
Shea Butter Twitter.
So I'm like, hold on, let me listen to this again. So then I like listen to it in content. I'm like, oh shit, he is talking to a specific person. I'm like, oh shit, this makes this song that much better. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, I know on Rip he's talking to a specific person.
Yeah.
But I thought it was sort of general though. Like I knew the song perspective was talking to one person, but I just thought it could be applied to anybody type shit too.
Facts.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, like. I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, and it's like he's I don't say confronted, but like he's addressed people like this before, like with false prophets. Like he did this.
Then with Kanye.
Yeah, so
Wale.
I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't nothing. So I keep scrolling on like my social media. Yeah, fuck, like get j.cole out of here. What the fuck, bro? I'm like, damn, y'all trying to crucify the man?
I heard. We don't get into it. So, what are your thoughts just on the track, just as a song?
Kind of the same. Like for me, it's true j.cole. You feel me? Like that's the vibe that I got. True j.cole, and he was trying to deliver a message in the best way that he could. You feel me? Like and doing it in a positive light and not in a not trying to bash anybody. I don't think that was like
very
his intention. Yeah, like
exactly.
you feel me? This is a touchy time. So it's like. Things are gonna be said that are, might feel like they're personal or attacking, but it's like it's like this is just things that has to be said that's never been said. You feel me? Like
he even said it in the track. It's like I be seeing these tweets. I feel like they talking about me. Like, He addressed that.
Yes.
He addressed it from every angle. So.
He kept it real, for real, bro. That's how I took that. I took it as it was one of the most realest tracks I've heard, like in a minute type thing, like most recent recent, within 2020 for sure.
Yeah. It was very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like he admitted like everybody thinks he's this leader that he knows all this information and he's literally being vulnerable, admitting to y'all like, yo, I don't have the answer, that I'm not fit for this position that y'all think I should be in. Wouldn't you rather him be honest like that instead of just leading us blindly like, our president is?
Right. Yeah. False prophets.
Figuring the shit out as he would have been what he was rapping about.
100%, bro.
But so yeah, as the track, I love the title track. When I seen the title track, I was like, oh, what is this about? Because like Snow in the Bluff, it's a what is it, documentary movie?
I was about to say it's a movie, right?
Yeah, it's a movie.
It's definitely
it's a very raw movie.
Yeah.
It's like the style of like when paranormal that first person like Blair Witch.
Yeah, it's like a B-rated movie. You know what I mean? It's not like a
but it's in the hood of Atlanta.
Yeah, super low budget. Yeah, like on a handheld camera, like because we don't know if it's real or not.
I think I heard that it wasn't for some reason. I feel like I heard this a couple years ago, but like when I first seen it and growing up, everybody was told that this is the real deal.
Yeah, like it was in question. The very fact that like when it first dropped, people was like, "Yo, is this real?"
Yeah, like can he go to jail for this?
Yeah, it's like the very fact that he was able to have that people question it whether it was real or not. It just speaks on how good his like what he was trying to portray was.
Right.
Like, so yeah, man.
So yeah, for him to name it that, That just it just turned the had the screws going on my head off rip. Turned the light bulb on, like just locked in when I went in to listen to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I ended up like the perspective that y'all got the second listen is what I got the first listen because I was already locked in just from the title track.
Facts.
All right, so Nelson, you can finish the story of what's going on Twitter right now, or what was going on.
Yeah, it was. They was just coming for j.cole neck, and it was just like it was a lot of people frustrated, and it was just like y'all talking about j.cole like this, like because he was responding. People say he was responding to her tweet where she was saying,
"No Name is the artist who, mind you, he didn't say her name in the song at all."
Yeah, so they Twitter automatically said it was about her, and because she tweeted a week before, like, yo, some of y'all favorite rappers.
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah, May 29th, she tweeted, "Poor black folks all over the country are putting their bodies on the line in protest for our collective safety, and y'all favorite top-selling rappers not even willing to put a tweet up. Niggas' whole discographies be about black plight, and they nowhere to be found."
Yeah, so, and he dropped his song a week later. So people automatically get tied into her.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I read that tweet, I didn't feel like she was talking about Cole even now.
Yeah,
because Cole was out there. Feel me? Like, what does he have to put up a tweet for if he's out there?
Yeah, and he always was out there. That's why it was so confusing.
Yeah,
it was just like it was, and the part of it too was just like, okay, say if whoever these rappers are, these popular rappers. They whole discography about black plight, and it's like, fam, like they dedicated and built their entire career around these types of situations because it's real and it touches them in a certain way. Like they're just supposed to jump every time you say you snap your fingers. Like
right.
They supposed to just ready to be throwing the cake. Like nah, bro. Like it's a real thing. Like it's like they gotta sit and digest it just like we digesting it. So it was just like that's one thing that came to mind, and it was just like. Bro, like, who said it? What if I didn't? What if they didn't want to rap about the shit? Like, fam, you listen to my whole discography. I've been talking about this.
Right. So, question: do you think that Cole was talking about her?
Yeah, for sure.
You do think that?
I think that because it was like I also know like it was a couple months before that tweet. She was talking about, I don't fuck with the fact that. It be nothing but white people at my shows, and I'm talking about black liberation, black plight, and no black people come to my concerts to support me, and I feel like I feel awkward at my own concerts because it's all, and it's just like you should be thankful that people are paying you to do what you love. Like you kind of looking at it the wrong way, and he mentioned that in his verse too. He was like he said you want to preach to like. Preach to the said something about like preaching to the choir. Like if you rapping about black liberation in front of black people who already know a lot of the information that you're talking about, and you have majority white people at your crowd, it's because that's the people who need to hear your message.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, this is part of the work. Like you have to, you know what I mean, be you, spread your message. Like.
So why do you think he felt the need to address her though?
I think it was because I think it was more so based on that what happened a couple months ago. Because it's like,
okay, but that tweet, because I seen that tweet prior to this, and people were more so saying it was about Kendrick rather than Cole. I seen very little people say that was about Cole until Cole dropped that track.
Well, yeah, maybe that's what she was getting at. But it's like, even with Kendrick, bro, like, fam.
Yeah,
he's dead. Yeah, they're playing his music at every single march. Like his joints is anthems. He got to create an anthem every single time somebody get shot.
Right. Like what?
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that shit. This shit not for media play. They don't. People like Kendrick don't do that shit for media play. They don't do that shit. Like they do what they feel, and like it comes out through music. Mm-hmm. Like. I don't even like that idea, and I feel like because you saying that now, like that kind of makes sense why Punch was just like, because Punch was talking about Kendrick new Kendrick coming on the way, and then soon as No Name said there the whole backlash from j.cole dropping that verse, dropping the song. He was like, people kept asking Punch, yo, where Kendrick at with the song? Da, da, da. He was like, Kendrick not dropping shit. Like y'all don't appreciate it. So it's like you begging people to like fam.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't like.
I've been doing this.
Yeah,
like niggas been.
They
doing
don't have
this.
to. They don't have to do that. I think it's kind of like what Don said though. Like he was, since J. Cole was that one guy out amongst that crew. You know what I mean? To actually come out and state something on the times.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's gonna be under a microscope. You know what I mean? So like,
and then, even then, it's like
and Cole put out tweets so we can stay on the storyline. Mm-hmm. Cole ended up putting out tweets a day later. I'm not gonna read all of them, but the first tweet is, "Some assume to know who the song is about. That's fine with me. It's not my job to tell anybody what to think or feel about the work. I accept all conversations and criticism, but let me use this moment to say this." He said, "Follow @NoName. I love and honor her as a leader in these times she has done and is doing." Where's the tweet that says he stand by everything he said?
The first one, the very first one.
Yeah. So his very first tweet before what I just read is basically him saying, "I stand on everything I said in the song, and I accept all criticisms."
Period.
Right.
And it's like, and even then, it's like, fam, all he said was, "Yo, I don't like her tone," and it's like, yeah, tone can get misinterpreted.
He didn't even say, "I don't like her tone." He said that when you're talking to people who can't hear, who can't understand what you're saying or receive the message because of your tone, if you really want to get that message across, then adjusting your tone should be one of the options. If you really are willing to get that, and that's what you're passionate about, you really want to get that across.
Right.
You gotta put your ego aside sometimes. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I believe he was saying.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
My mom told me that. And she's a strong black woman, independent, and she told me that growing up.
My mom told me that same thing too.
No, that's a fact. I chalked it up. I chalked it up to it being like when you're in a conversation with your girl or something, and she's mad, and you're like yo, calm down. Like you know she about to go spaz on you for telling her to calm down. Like, but that's how I took it, and it's just like okay. You can be mad. Go ahead, dude.
So then @NoName dropped the song June 8th. Oh no. Do y'all want to get in the chance or no?
No.
Y'all want to get in the chance?
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
Yo, all I'm going to say is
he's a loser.
He's the leader of the
Simp crew.
The Simp tribe. Bro, he's blowing mine. But how you?
I'm not saying anything.
I'm saying this.
I'm not saying a word.
Why would you? I know for a fact that he probably knows Cole personally. We can all agree on that, right?
For sure. He has to. If they don't,
he's a
whatever.
So why are you tweeting about him instead of picking up the phone and calling him or sending him texts?
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He's goofy.
So June 18th, @NoName drops a track. Song 33.
Yeah. It was good.
A minute 20 seconds, produced by Madlib.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The funny thing about it is that track is really good. You spit nobody ever questioned @NoName's talent.
Oh yeah, I rock with @NoName.
Yeah, @NoName.
I listened to her past couple projects. One of my homies put me on.
Yeah, @NoName is dope.
Yes.
But it's just how she responded. It was just I say probably the biggest part was what was she saying? She said he said something about patriarchy, and she said something about
here it go right here. I saw a demon on my shoulder. It's looking like the patriarchy. Yeah, that's the first line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said about patriarchy and talked about your little ego hurt now.
Yeah, I guess the ego hurt now. It's time to go to work. Wow, look at him go. He really about to write about me when the world is in smokes. Mm-hmm. So the last line, I'm like, isn't that what you're doing right now? Song is tough though.
It's tough. The song is good.
I definitely downloaded it.
It's all
a lot of this stuff too. I don't know if y'all. I know. My bad, cut you off, but I know conspiracy theorists and everything like that. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes they just be starting. I don't know. There's somebody out there. There's people out there that started for a reason, you know what I mean, to get more attention behind certain songs or certain artists in general, you know what I mean, and put them back in the light, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's,
I don't know. I've always felt that way, and I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how you feel.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely in some cases.
That's definitely
in some cases, definitely.
Yeah.
But I say the part with it is I didn't like how it became. he was attacking all black women, kind of trying to suppress all women's voices, and it's like,
bro, y'all know he wasn't trying to do that.
It's like, yo, we're talking about j.cole. We're talking about j.cole right now.
Right.
Have y'all ever heard Lost Ones?
Fam.
Just hit, like he said.
We're talking about j.cole right now.
Daddy's Girl?
So I was just like...
He made a song about folding clothes with his wife. Like, what, bro?
Yo, that's why I was just like, when I finished listening to her track, I was like, oh my God, I pray that J. Cole does not respond to this. I was like, please
I don't think he will.
I was like, yo, please let this be done because this
He tweeted her song. He was like, yo, go listen to this.
Good.
Yeah.
And just like, and we leave it at that because it's just so fun. Like, it's right now ain't the time. Like it's not. It's not the time to go back and forth. Yeah, women were saying, "Oh, the timing was bad. It was tone. He was tone deaf."
When was the timing gonna be right?
But it's like okay. Let's say that's the case. But it's like okay, so now it looks like a beef. Now because she responded, now it looks like a beef between both Ben and Will. And it's like.
And I also have a question. Do you think that because they were doing all this prior to No Name even putting out a song, do you think all this going on Twitter, them like bashing J. Cole, he's attacking black women? Yeah, do you think that put the battery in her back?
The battery in her back.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
She's like, I gotta put on for the squad.
Yeah. She said, "What? This is my shot." and even
high key, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You see, that's what, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, and I love No Name, and it's not even a knock. It's not a knock at all. It's just something that I think about that a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah, I'm definitely a No Name fan. Let's get that clear because I'm pretty sure somebody will try and spin this.
We can speak for Dion too. He is.
Yeah.
All four of us.
Yo, so I'm glad like we record when we do because it wasn't like not we've been able to see this story develop.
Yeah.
Because I was just like when I seen it, I was charged up. I'm like, no shit. I'm like, yo, they're bugging. But like even
before you get to this, because you're about to drop a bomb. And then the point of them saying tone deaf. Don't you think it's even more tone deaf to turn this into black women versus black men when we should be united and together now more than ever?
Exactly.
Isn't that tone deaf?
Exactly.
That's just me.
That right. I don't.
Continue, Nelson.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that way though.
Man,
like everybody is hypocrites, bro. Bunch of hypocrites. From both sides.
All I know is it's like, yeah, express yourself. Please, like J. Cole. I'm glad he expressed himself. Yes. In an extremely respectful way.
Right.
In an extremely respectful way.
Thank you for reiterating
that.
And
it was just like she, you know what I mean, she had what she had to say. They had an exchange and it's done.
Right.
And it's just like, but it shows, I feel like it shows the power of like social media and these like internet trolls, like provocators, like to really create to create an issue between like black men and black women. And it's like, it's not our plight shouldn't be on the world. Every aspect of our plight shouldn't be on the world stage. It shouldn't be held on social media. Like what black men and black women need to do to like build that bond and heal the wounds that we've received from one another.
Right.
Like we need to do that in private, and it's not something that needs to be put on in a fucking 140 characters. Like nah, like we can do that not in front of the entire world. Like that's one thing I'll take away from it. And it was just like I saw the tweet today with No Name was apologizing for responding for the song that she wrote.
What was it? What did she say exactly?
Hold on, I'll pull it up right now. But it's like
apologizing.
Yeah, and I thought and once again, like that's dope. Like for real, like how many women do we know in our lives that's willing to apologize for some shit?
Right. And put their pride aside.
Yeah, for real. Like that's some real shit. Like
they say men got egos, women do too.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So it's like she was like, I've been thinking a lot about it and I'm not proud of myself for responding with song 33. I tried to use it as a moment to draw attention back to the issues I care about, but I didn't have to respond. My ego got the best of me. I apologize for any further distraction this caused. Madlib killed that beat, and I see that there's a lot of people that resonate with the words, so I'm leaving it up. But I'm donating my portion of the earnings to various mutual aid funds and Black radical unity. So
dope.
I thought that was dope of her to even like acknowledge that like she took time to really think about the whole situation. She reflected on it and was just like, maybe I shouldn't have responded. And it's like that's
or didn't respond in the way that she did.
Yeah, and in that public forum, like it would have been dope. I thought it would have been dope for her, like, yo, hit up Cole, like what's up, like,
because to be honest, if she doesn't put out that song, there's no way to really verify if he was talking about her.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
it would just been another thing they was running with on Twitter for a couple of days, and it would have just died down like everything else does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just like, I seen this stuff. They was trying to call him soft for addressing it the way he did, not saying their name in the tweet. And I was just like, fam, like J.Cole did this exact same thing with Wale and Kanye on False Prophets, but it was a brilliant, amazing then. But when he addresses a woman, now he a bitch.
Hypocrites, bro. That's what I said.
Like, what?
Hypocrites.
Yeah, and it's not even that type of situation. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that type of topic.
For
that's
real, it's not even like it was like a real issue.
Right.
Two
like, certain.
It was
completely different spectrums.
It was just goofy, bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. But that's what we got out of that.
Yeah.
Definitely. That was definitely the story of the week. I'll say that.
For sure.
Y'all seen they left the boy Uzi out of the BET Awards, bro?
Yeah, he was hot about it,
boy
too.
Uzi was tight, man.
He was hot about it. Rightfully so.
Uzi and A Boogie, I think.
Yeah.
Because he said he don't play by those industry rules, those hip-hop rules.
Yeah, because they got to keep you in the box.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the nominations?
I saw them, but I forgot.
I saw the groups.
Yeah. I know Travis was on one.
Yeah, so Griselda got nominated for Best Group.
Oh, dope.
So in that category, it's Chloe and Haley, City Girls, Earth Gang, Griselda, Jack Boys, Migos.
Jack Boys.
Yeah, man. So I'm pretty sure Uzi think he should have got nominated in Best Male Hip Hop Artist. Mm-hmm. So for that one, it was DaBaby, Drake, Future, Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch, Travis.
Okay, yeah.
Who do you think gonna win that one?
It depends.
Lil Baby.
Industry connects. but
Lil Baby winning, bro.
I about to say, I feel like after that track,
it's gonna be him. Roddy could win. Gotta make a run for it too.
Roddy, you think so? Yo, you always call him Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Roddy.
Yeah, just Roddy.
Rowdy. So, yeah, bro. Like, people, you just gotta understand the game. Like, there's good music. There's music, and then there's the music industry. Like, music is.
Yeah, album of the year, bro. Straight industry.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Lizzo, Cause I Love You. Meg, Fever. Beyonce, Homecoming Live album.
Wait. Meg, Fever.
Beyonce, Homecoming Live album. Her, I used to know her. DaBaby, Kirk, and Roddy. Please excuse me for being antisocial.
My thing is just like, I ain't even going to address the man shit. But her, I used to know her. Bruh, she had them songs in rotation for the past how many years, bro?
Since 2018, I think.
Yeah, bro. Why is he getting nominated for awards?
They just throwing it in there, bro. I mean, it is a great album, though.
Yeah, it is. Fam, this is because she released it in parts and like let it stretch. Like now you're gonna. Fam, a lot of music came out.
Yeah.
Right, like show love to exactly. Yeah. Show love to other people.
Yeah,
bro.
Like she has Grammys. She got fam, let other people get that shit, bro.
I agree.
But it comes down to your industry connections. Like she's tied in, and she's always gonna get her noms.
And her talent is unquestionable.
Yeah, her talent.
that's
not even a question.
And she's finally starting to show her face.
It's just like fam, like. It's like nominating Eminem for a best artist of the year. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that this dude's not bad. Like, but fam,
I don't know, it's that drag. Yeah. That's drag, but
I'm like, come on, bro.
Alright, so another interesting category: video director of the year. So you got Benny Boom, Cole Bennett, Dave Meyers, Director X, Elf Rivera, and Tiana Spike T. Taylor.
Ooh.
They need Kid Art on that motherfucker. Kid Art, my favorite director.
I think Tiana been wilding. She been doing all types of things, bro. She's been going crazy for other people too. She been doing a lot of other people's videos.
Yeah, I don't think they need to do BET Awards.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say these awards are just like.
Yeah, bro. Like with all these social media channels and these influencers and shit, bro. Can we make a social media award ceremony? Like people already like.
Yo, yeah, this is gonna be virtual. This is gonna be virtual.
Yeah, especially during quarantine. Like, nah, this is your time to shine.
Facts.
You do this shit from home.
They're gonna have performances from home and all that.
Yeah.
Summer Walker performer.
Man,
Gunna already did one, right?
What you mean?
The 3-hour joint that he did on YouTube.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
Oh yeah, there's like a. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I don't know if it dropped yet, but I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
I'll tune into that.
He was like outside and he had like a live band and whatnot.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about to do the Roots Picnic live too, or like virtual, live concerts and shit like that. So yeah.
Yo, y'all boys heard about Hurricane Chris?
Before we get into that, before we talk about that, it's like, but social media influencers create a fucking award ceremony so y'all can get the appreciation because like it's no reason why Lil Uzi and people like that shouldn't be getting acknowledged.
Yeah,
it's just like.
Hold on, you want the social media influencers to create one? Like
somebody who is in touch with social media and the YouTube, the stream, them.
So you know, influencers are like B. Simone and Desi Banks.
Whoever has their finger on the internet
to them
post,
I love them.
Whoever has their finger on that internet post, do it. Because like people like Scotty Beam is an influencer too. Like
I look at her as more of an influencer. I mean, more than an influencer. Because that where influencer gets thrown around a lot, bro. It's definitely got watered down and saturated to the point where getting that label, I don't know.
It's easily attainable for sure.
Definitely like, okay, who you influencing? But it's like, of course, pick the right people to, right. The shit. But, somebody who has a strong idea of what's popping right now. Like,
yeah.
Because people shouldn't be, people like, they had one of the biggest, he had a huge year, bro.
Yeah. Like, they can be the face of that.
Yeah, and even just being consulted, like, yo, who's popping right now? Like, they know, like them the people who know who's popping, like, so they should.
But like, who, like Don said though, like, who would do, like, you know what I mean? Like, who would that be though?
Bro,
I'm not familiar with but that off the top of my head, I think of people like Scotty Beam, and like I know she knows people who push shit like way further throughout like the internet and social media shit. Like they would know, like that's kind of the point. Like you look at people like Queen Naija and stuff like that who transition to music from being YouTube relationships and shit like that. Like they know what's the pulse of what the people is thinking right now. So like at least via internet. So I think people like that need to be consulted as far as to see who should be awarded and shit like that.
Well, the boy Hurricane Chris caught a murder charge,
I was about
man.
to say he caught that murder charge.
So his story happened in Louisiana, hometown. His story was cuz tried to rob him in a store and take his car. Come to find out the car was actually stolen. And that's not what happened on the footage, so don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Cousin tried to steal a car that was from Hurricane Chris. That wasn't her.
That wasn't her.
Yeah, Hurricane Chris claimed it was his car though in the story.
But it was stolen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was wild. That nigga was trying to get his car back.
Yo, it might have been. Nah, that would be crazy if that was his car though.
Nigga, I know that car. Got a stain on this passenger seat, nigga.
He probably did get.
Oh yeah, definitely happy Juneteenth weekend.
Yes.
Gotta shout that out. What y'all boys do with Juneteenth, man?
Went to a black-owned vegan food spot on Jefferson.
He said, where?
On Jefferson.
Yeah, you need to sit there.
Yeah, it's called
You're not allowed down there, bro, because you think the Gloria J is the J.
It definitely is.
You're not allowed down there.
That's me and Don's neck of the woods.
Yeah, you're not allowed down there.
It don't even matter. I'm still going to pull up.
You got to check in.
I got to check in.
I got to call my homie. He got to call his homie. He got to call his big homie. And then they'll let you know.
Being in the McDonald's parking lot.
Right in front of IGA.
We're going to be behind Rolex.
Dead.
Rolex is the spot.
Rolex.
They got some good
Shout
wings,
out my
man.
girl Autumn, yo. That was a homie.
Oh, yeah.
But
what's the name of the spot?
I was about to say it's called Sunshine Vegan Eats.
Oh
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, bro.
I need that.
It is a good wait though, so be prepared to wait like a good minute because it's
You want to call them?
Yeah, they probably won't pick up. You know what I mean? They be busy. Like
they still got a cord on the phone.
Yeah, no. It's not even like on like they're a great establishment. It's just they're a vegan spot in Jefferson, like the only black owned vegan spot for the times it's going on. So it's been OD busy, bro.
And spots don't answer the phone when they're not busy.
Yeah, and it's only like a circle of them. You know what I mean? Like four or five of them. But definitely did that. Spend time with my mom, my dad. Coolin', just chilling.
Heard you.
Yeah.
I spent some time with my mom. Spent some time with the guys. Regular shit.
Yeah.
Juneteenth. What did I do Juneteenth? I don't even remember. That was the 19th. Cause I'm so used to going to the festivals and shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, bruh.
They're trying to make it a national holiday now, though.
It should be. I know Buffalo. We've been celebrating Juneteenth for a long ass time. But
I grew up going to the Juneteenth.
Right.
We had the biggest one in the country, bro.
We didn't even know.
Yeah, like we literally imagine it this year, bro. Like,
right.
damn,
But our Juneteenth was dangerous too. Like if you was going to the Juneteenth, you better be prepared for some shit to go down.
Yeah. You just, what I mean, you got the right.
In our early years, like as we got older, it kind of dwindled.
Like by the time I was like 12, bro, it was like, you sure you want to go to the Juneteenth?
Yeah. Definitely getting clapped. But it was like, you got to get there early, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, the man's Mike was telling a story. He said he was there with his grandma at like 2 p.m., bro. Some motherfucker just started beefing right in front of him and his grandma.
Yo.
Bro, that's crazy. How you not care it's an old lady standing right in front of you? Kids are savages these days.
Oh, dude.
But it would have been, for real, it would have been a good year to have it this year because it really would have made people like, nah, they would have checked the young dudes like, nah, like, you know what's going on right now?
Yeah, not
like,
this year.
Nope.
That's not happening no more.
That would have walked that right in the next year. Like, and keep it building.
Or that could have went completely left.
I don't think it would have went left, though. I feel like.
I hope not, obviously.
I feel like it would have been too many people going hard for it.
Yeah, true.
It would have been so many people going hard. So, like, I know that's how we normally spend. Like, me and my dad and my brothers, like, we would go there. We would always go to Juneteenth on Sunday. Walk Juneteenth all day, listen to music, all of that.
Yeah, for a fact.
Yeah, man. Shit is dope, though. Like, the fact that everybody's acknowledging the holiday around the country, that's a dope feeling.
Yeah.
And it's still been like celebrations. It's just not an official one that happened this year.
Nike, I see they've been giving people saying that holiday is a day off and whatever.
Just do it.
And get paid and whatnot. Just do it. That's why they get the big bucks.
You rock with that, Nelson?
What, making a national holiday that put them off?
What Nike's doing?
It's cool.
Like give them that day off. Pay time off.
It's cool.
You don't have any underline? No,
I don't have any feeling on it. Shit, everybody else need to follow suit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's love. That's
Shit.
love.
Nah, I know. I just know he always got a weird perspective on shit.
Yeah. Shit.
We can get into the MJ shit.
Nah, I'm keeping some of the other ones to myself this week.
Yeah.
Cause man, I've been reading some stuff, dog, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, you was putting me and Dion on some shit after the pod last week.
Yeah, dog. So it's like,
yeah, he was telling me. Dion was telling me, bro. Dion was telling me.
Yeah, it was definitely a good combo, but it's just like one thing again, like we spoke about earlier with like people like provokers, like doing shit. Like it ties back into like with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. You seeing so many companies embrace that that moniker, and it's like it's kind of like taking it away from its original cause. Like even from the very mention of it, like was that Michael Brown? Was that Michael Brown?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
And Ferguson, that's when that phrase that word even came about, like that phrase, and then it became an organization, and then it pushed from there. And it's like the very inception of Black Lives Matter comes from the police injustice, murdering black men and the persecution of black men. But if you go on the, like, fast forward to today, you look on Black Lives Matter and talk about, it's more so about, like, gender equalities and, destroying patriarchy. I was reading, it was mad trippy reading the about section on the Black Lives Matter page. Like, it's founded by, like, all women in, like, the LGBTQ community. And it's like, the about section mentioned nothing about, like,
police brutality.
Yeah, police brutality and the death of black
bro. And I don't get why they're making it these I don't get why they're making these sub genres of what Black Lives Matter mean. If you're black, regardless of what you are, it means your life matters too. Right. Like, me and my mom, we were driving down Elmwood, I think last week, and there was like a little protest going on at the corner. They were holding up signs say Black Trans Lives Matter. My mom looked at me. She said, "So black trans aren't black people as well?" I was like, "Yeah, I thought they were." She was like, "So their life didn't already matter?" I was like, "I thought it did." Right. She was like, "All right, me too."
That's what I'm like when the shit getting kind of like steered in a different direction. And like, what's the name of the girl that passed away? I want to say her name. I can't remember.
In Canada.
The Nigerian girl.
She got pushed off like the balcony.
Nah, the one who's like she got murdered in Atlanta. Like she got I want to say she got raped and killed by this this black dude, and it was a whole big thing like around that, and it was just like I think that was kind of like what sparked the No Name tweet. It was about that, and like that's why she mentioned like they don't say anything about trans lives, stuff like that, and it was just like to me, it was messed up for her to kind of use that as like directing it at like j.cole and shit like that, because it was just like this person's been fighting for causes this whole time, and then it's like it can easily get did you find it?
Nah, I couldn't find it.
What's the name? Yeah, but like the guy who committed that crime, he turned himself in. Like, I think he turned himself in like later in the week. He was like, it was a dude who was clearly like mentally like deranged. Like he killed like a 75-year-old lady like before that. So it was just like don't try to paint like black men as the issue for this outlier of somebody who's doing some demented shit. And it's like we as black men, we need to do more, like, and just checking each other.
You mean like checking?
Like checking each other and making sure our women is good. And it's just like we have to be able to be unified on some front.
Yeah.
And it's like we can't keep allowing other people to turn the steering wheel from the original purpose of these movements and shit like that.
Facts. And I feel you, but I definitely think another side to it is like why we don't see much of it is because, I'm not saying it's right, but black women are very strong and independent naturally, you know what I mean? Like they just carry that trait about them to where even if you try to like, you know, they're going to do what they want to do type thing at the end of the day, and rightfully so. So I think that's why we don't really see, you know, our guys like helping out and checking in as much, or trying to see if they're good and everything.
Yeah,
like,
but then it's
not to say, I'm not saying that that's right, but I'm just saying like that's why it's like that.
But that makes sense on why we go so hard for people like Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah,
because it's like these people have been putting in the work. Why are you at his neck right now? And it's just like it reminded me like. Me and my brother was talking about it.
Bro, and they're hypocrites because they're going at his neck when he embodies what really is
what everybody should be trying
exactly.
to do.
But then the dude that they're with, or that they keep going back to, is the complete opposite.
Right.
So why are you capping? That's why I keep tweeting, bro. Everybody's hypocrites. Men, women, like, just hypocrites.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can ever admit when they're wrong. Nobody can just ever look in the mirror and be like, yo, I should probably look at myself before I send this tweet.
Yeah, and it's like, nobody's perfect. Like, yes, we're going to keep working till we get to a point. And then from there, we're going to keep working to get to the next spot. You know what I'm saying? We can't, I feel we try to take on everything at once, and then, like, shit, we fall through the cracks. Like,
yeah.
And it's just like, appreciate appreciate the men that are doing a good example.
Exactly, because like I be seeing all the tweets and like the posts and like I be getting offended because like I know I'm not like that, so I be wanting to like go back and say some shit, but I do realize that it is men that's not like that.
Right. On the
so it's like I can understand that, but my thing is I don't put all women in that circle because there's a lot of ain't shit. A lot of ain't shit else out there.
For sure.
But I don't put that on all of y'all because everybody know I still love my black women.
Right.
So I feel like y'all shouldn't do the same to us.
Right. Because it isn't everybody.
Yeah,
it isn't. You know what I mean?
It becomes like, yo, keep that same energy. Like just as hard as you want to attack him for doing something you feel is wrong, nigga, uplift him just as hard when you see him do something you like and that's right.
Right.
Like people like, especially, and that's one thing I don't like about Twitter is it's like the negative shit get amplified that much more than if somebody be doing positive shit for years.
Yeah.
But they do one thing that you kind of don't like and you want to tear them down. It's like, nah, like, no, uplift that, man. Like, keep that same energy. Just as much energy as you want to put into, like, calling this motherfucker out. No, call him out when he doing something, helping out his community.
Bro, that's just our people in general too, though. I think.
Bro, it's like
we always want to point out the sore spot because even I remember I never forget. Me and my mom talk about this all the time. I come home, bro, report card, 90s, 80s. She'll only talk about the one I had like a 70. That's all she would talk about for hours, bro. I got 95 in this, 95 in that, 80 in that. All she would talk about is the 70, bro.
Never even give you credit on the 90s.
Right, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, what you
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's just something we gotta have a balance with. We definitely just need a balance when it comes to that.
Yeah. So, but like he's saying, like, that's our community though. We have that tough love. Like we pride on that. We pride on that tough love for sure. But sometimes with everything, there's always a good and bad with everything. Even with good things, there's good and bad. And with tough love, there comes a bad too on the reaction that it has. You feel me? Like on the impact. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a balancing act because like your kids may not respond good to tough love. They maybe need to get
right. They might not show it.
Yeah, all depends on the person.
Yeah, right. And if it's like if your partner is the one that shows the tough love and like always hard on them, maybe you should be the soft one when it comes to that situation.
Right.
Or if it's something you really hard on them about before y'all had that conversation with the kid, like yo, I'm about to go hard on them. You make sure you good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. You know or just approach it in a different light. Like even because when you're married, you do have to be one, but it's like just approach it in a different way. Like even if she's saying something right, or I'm not gonna just single out women. I don't want women to think I'm single out. But either or, like be that balance. You know what I mean? But still put that point across.
Mm-hmm. Parents in general, because like whatever you identify,
you just gotta figure out that way.
Female, they whatever pronoun.
Bro, this
yo, you know what I'm saying? But there has to be a balance, nonetheless. Whether you identify as man or woman, whatever. Like there has to be a balance when it comes to the relationship and how you're going to uplift and build on one another. Yeah, both of y'all not going to jump on the couch when the spider come in the room. Somebody going to get the joint and smash that shit. Like,
yeah, man. But I think all is all and everything, the whole Cole situation, what we just said, we need to be unified now more than ever.
Right.
So going against each other just doesn't make sense to me at all. It's counterproductive of the mission we're trying to accomplish right now. We've been trying to accomplish.
Right.
So in saying that, everybody's got anything else to say?
Oppressed versus the oppressor. That's all I gotta say.
Black women, y'all amazing. Keep being amazing.
For a fact.
Love y'all.
Shouts out to the guy Price, man. Apparently he didn't pull up on us.
Yeah.
We could have.
You didn't talk much, bro.
Yeah.
Man. But all right, man. Shouts out to him. We held it down.
Facts.
No Label the Pod, episode 30. We out.
Peace.
She watching me.